All right, so the problem that we are solving is 1/2 plus 2/6. So I just wanted to show you visually before we start doing this that I know that when I add these together, it's going to be less than 1 whole, okay? Because about half plus a little less than half is not even going to equal 1 whole, okay? And then I also want to point out something right here before I actually solve anything. I know that 2 can go into 6, so I'm going to play around with this really quick and just see if it's possible that my common denominator is going to be 6. Okay, so look at that. So I can look and see that 3 of these equal 1 of these. Okay, so let's play around with it and see. So I have 2 different ways I can solve this problem. The quick and easiest way for people to do is to just multiply the 2 denominators together so that you get the same denominator, okay? So if I do 6 times 2, I know that's going to give me the same answer as 2 times 6, okay? So now my pieces are the same size, and then I have to multiply the top, because if I were to just put a 1 over here, 1 out of 12 is definitely not the same as 1 out of half or 1 out of 2. So we have to change the top when we change the bottom. So this would be a 6, and then 2 times 2 would be 4. Okay, now I can add these together because they are the same size pieces. So let's check and see if we agree with this. So this was my problem, okay? And we said that we wanted to change all of these into 12ths. And I'm doing this on a black table, so it's really hard to see the outline of this. Okay, let me find my other 12ths. Okay, and if we look back on here, we said that 6/12 was half. So right now I have 4, and I'm going to add 2 more. And again, I know it's a little bit hard to see, but starting here to here is my half, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6/12, right? 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 12, okay? And then now I said, looking back on my paper, I said 4/12 was equal to 2/6. I think I see it. All right. So if I look here, I have 1, 2. Well, this one's going to have 2. This one will have 2. Equal. Okay. Now I can look at this, and instead of just saying I have 1, 2, 3 pieces, because that's not the case, I can say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 12ths. If you look at this, 10 out of 12 is almost 1 whole. 10 out of 12 is almost 1 whole. Okay? The second way that you could do this, okay, so we picked 12, and that is one option. Another option you could do is you could think about half, and you could think about 2/6, okay? And then you can think about your multiples, okay? I always start with the smaller number because I know there's a possibility that the smaller number will go into the bigger number, okay? So I start with the smaller number and I go 2, 4, 6. Oh, I'm going to stop because I know when I go to list my 6 multiples, the very first number will be 6. Okay, so in the first problem, we picked 12, and that's totally fine because we can still make equal fractions now that it's erased. Down here in this problem, I'm going to pick 6 because I know that they both go into 6. It's going to get blurry. And so my equal fractions, okay, I'm going to make them equal, and we're going to have the common denominator of 6. Okay, now pay attention here. 2/6 is already out of 6, so you're not doing anything with this one. Okay, and then how do I get from 2 to 6? Well, it's times 3, and if you didn't know that, it's 1, 2, 3. And then so we multiply the top by 3. 1 times 3 is 3. Now, if I go look at my pieces, Okay, this was the last problem. Now my half is actually divided into sixth, right? And so now I can add them together and see. So let me show you again. So we came up with 3/6 and 2/6, 3/6, 2/6. Now I can add them together to get 5/6. And again, just like when we did it with the 10/12, we can see that that is almost one whole. Almost one whole. Okay? And then we can even look and see that these are equal. So 5/6, let's look at this. 5/6 is equal to 10/12. Why does that work? Because 6 times 2 is 12 and 5 times 2 is 10.